Red,
It is
tell
sad,
me,
you know.
tell me what happened last time.
Well, it began with basically Tula giving her answer to Revan, saying that she couldn't do it, that she would have to say no. Uh, and of course, letting everyone else know as well, saying she was sorry and saying that as she is now, that she couldn't do it. And well, it means we will go up with a vote apparently as well, as Maru and Marcy, I believe, voted to go with, and of course, I believe Thexan and uh, Tula said no, and a few others. It basically came down to an even split, and came down to Revan having to be the tiebreaker, and Revan deciding to say no as well, saying that with Jedi now mobilizing to a surprise, and means we have more time and we can actually properly prepare and train for what's to come, essentially. Um, and while everyone seemed to take that final decision, Marcy was definitely not too happy about that as she walked off, Maru following behind her, saying, well, now that she wants to save her brother, she wants to go out and with everything she's heard and being told, looks like he needs people around him. Maru tried to be there for her as well as Valen, not too far behind, came worried about her too. Um, well, with her concern and her anger, she said, "Talk to Revan. You know, maybe he can understand why he decided to make that decision as well. Especially since earlier everyone seemed to have a different mindset, but now things have changed." Well, hearing her dearly beloved's words, she went off to go talk to Revan, mostly to try some understanding and figure out what's going on. He revealed that Kira's words and her explaining what's been going on has him concerned. That West/Luke has fallen to a very dark place, and he's been in that position before, and it's very hard to get out of, and require a lot more than just the want to save him. It's a lot to ask someone, and will you be strong enough to take that and be that for him? Marcy seems to think so, but Revan has some doubts, as well as the fact that he's going to, as he said to her, trust in his plan. And originally he was set out here to help train us and prepare us for what's to come, and he's not going to stray from that. Hopefully that means things will work out, or at the very least it won't cause too much problems, because some of his plans have not gone well, or at least one or two of them, who knows how many, and we don't need to cause more chaos in the long run. With that, we prepared for what's to come. Marcy deciding to trust in the plan, Maru as well, believing hopefully that Hess and HK still being there would give him at least that bridge he needs to keep himself afloat. As we did our training with apparently the Jedi Masters as well, we decided to pop in to help. I believe Bella Kiwix and Orgus Din, decided to come along and help us with our training process. As we sat down, meditated swordsman skills, philosophy, even things about mind shielding and all the things like that as we learned, and asking questions and getting some insight about how to deal with that. As well as the fact that, after a bit of back and forth, we had a conversation where Tula checked in with Marcy, mostly apologizing for changing her mind, as well as saying that she offered to stay behind if it meant they all got a chance to go off and do what they wanted to do for Wes at the long run. And Marcy seemed to understand, but things still have to go as they must. Even Kira talked with Tula as well, saying sorry for her outbursts and her feelings of frustration that she aimed at Tula. While she's not too happy about it, she understands that's probably was the right call at the moment. As well as, apparently this is a task that she was given by one of the masters, so she kind of had to do this a little bit, as well as the fact that she brought up Thexan, and she's concerned about Thexan's loyalty as she's been watching and overhearing. And if things continue as they must, rather unsure if she was joking or not, she may in fact decide to kill them, just to make sure we don't have an enemy on the other side who knows too much. She also mentioned that she's been snooping around and been hearing about saw this mysterious ship. Tula told her definitely tell Revan about that at the very least, so we can decide what to do next, and she'll try to see if there's anything she can do with that whole thing with Thexan and Arkin. As after saying goodbye to Kira, she went off to talk to Arkin to basically see where his head's at, see how things are going. It's very much a hard spot they've both been in, more so for Thexan, who's been struggling with everyone else seemingly preparing to kill his father and training to kill his father or fight him at the long run. It's a lot of a hard thing to take, especially since this whole world has been built about, you know, running that empire, being part of his father's grand plans, whatever that means. And while Arkin does understand that his father is not basically on his side or a good person or whatever he is, and probably doesn't really give a shit about them, his brother seems to care, and he's not going to let him go by himself. Tula, of course, brought up the whole point of, well, Vaylin seems to be getting better. It proves that that whole torture thing she went through is wrong, as well as, well, maybe you should choose yourselves instead of going about what this madman may want you to do. The relationship with Kira seems to be a bit of an odd impasse. Not sure if it really counts, as he would say. And, well, talking about, they were having whispers, of course, but mainly in the fact they're talking about looking for their mother and seeing if they can find her, as she's the one who will know him best. Which Tula actually encouraged, a chance to get some inside knowledge and to finally settle that long wound that they seem to carry. She went off to go talk with the others about what she's learned. While she did so, Marcy reached out to Thexan, I believe, wanted to see how he's feeling, as he's been struggling as well, and gave him a bit of a shoulder, and saying some dear words, the fact that you're kind of my brother-in-law, actually, so I'd kind of rather, well, apologize for some of the feelings I've had for you and try to basically bury that hatchet. And they seem to, well, come to a bit of a rapport. Thexan seemingly not wanting to turn against the group. Actually, he was the one who mentioned as well to Marcy that they were wanting to talk about looking for their mother, and which she encouraged. And as well as the fact that, well, he's not too sure where to go, but he doesn't want to run in headfirst into a stupid idea. And he has some doubts about this whole group as things continue forward. And he's not going to, well, fight his family, but he can't just stay here forever. And after that, she also went up to check with Vaylin, as they mentioned the whole thing with not Marcy, but Thexan and Arkin, as well as the fact that she tried to reconcile with Thexan there. Vaylin, of course, revealed her own insecurities, the relationship between Marcy, Wes, and Vaylin's hand and all that. And she's, well, very nervous about it, especially since it's so important for Marcy. And Marcy telling her mostly that it is all right. You don't have to get along with him. I'll still love you and I'll still be here for you, reassuring her and giving her that drive to keep going forward. And a bit of a tender moment between us as a whole. I believe some time passed for the night, and we all got a message from Kira telling us to come out and sneak out. And we all did so, trying to figure out what's going on, getting away from the temple without too much fuss, as Kira was waiting for us with a familiar ship, revealing that, well, we have another mission, as, well, we all knew him as Luke, Wes, shielded and the voice of Revan, prepared to take us off, letting us know that things have changed, that the Emperor is moving, that Typhon will be evacuated, the Jedi will probably be aware of what's going on, and, well, Vaylin and the rest will have to go in one direction while we will have to start and sabotage a super weapon, apparently, and that we don't have much time. Hopefully, we can get there quickly. As we all, well, surprised and things a bit flipped on its head, decided to say goodbye to each and everyone. Vaylin and her family are going to go in one direction, as Marcy and her had a bit of a tender moment, saying goodbye and promising to see each other again, especially since they still have big plans and dreams to go forward with. I believe Marcy and, Maru and Thexan talking as well, their goodbyes, as, well, Tula said goodbye to Kira, who also was staying behind with a mysterious briefcase in hand, but she was probably not too happy about going on her mission, as we all walked on board. One last look behind us from Typhon, as we made our way on Luke's ship, and seeing familiar faces, a bit more gloomy as the atmosphere was different. Hess and HK, who seem to have been going through their own problems, or at least Hess has. As Marcy talked with Luke, apologizing for how things turned out, as well as saying that she does trust him, and whatever direction he wants to go, she's gonna trust what he knows what's best. As well as Maru having a bit of an awkward conversation with Hess, who, like I said, wasn't the best spot, dealing with a lot, not just assholes all around, but Sith assholes at that, and trying to keep up the facade for who knows. Regardless, it was a bit of a kind of come from this before the conversation continued and tentatively getting back into the groove of conversation. Even where Tula was, well, keeping an eye on the ship, seeing if things had changed, stumbled across a secret room. Had a bit of a surprise. She turned around to see Luke there, wanting to chat, as he revealed that he gave Kira a briefcase with something that hopefully helped Qatar, as Arkin had told Tula that with the things that she knows and the things, not things though, things that we are made aware that the Emperor had put into him, that it's basically beyond the Republic's tech and more than likely will require very much something that we don't have. And Luke seemed to have been able to find it with a cost that he didn't really mention. Tula thanked him, of course, but seemed that the atmosphere was a bit more awkward regardless, as she said goodbye and hurriedly got out of there. We did have a bit of a debrief, as he explained that we're going to sabotage the space station, and we're going to be working with Theron and Sean. Apparently, the Republic is aware and they're going to be helping us, and hopefully this doesn't end in disaster, as we seem to nod and agree. Even docking on to our new station, we also had a bit of a hello from Lady Sith, who was here to see her lover, as she said. And I think there was a bit of a record scratch, as there was an interaction between her and Wes, a kiss, tenderness. It seemed that he was really into her, as we all watched him go with different reactions, seemingly hanging out with her. As there was speculation released between Maru and Marcy about what the hell that was. Mind control, maybe? Jokingly made possibly in front of Theron Shaw, who looked worried at their words as they tried to reassure him that things are fine. Regardless, it ended with us a bit thrown off foot with this. But I guess we were still docked at that space station, waiting for the next phase of the plan.
Yeah, I think you are en route towards your destination. Just after departing, seeing and still having the little argument between Hess and everyone.
Yeah, I think Moss is going to go speak to Theron. Going to go talk with him.
Yeah, you can find him in like a separate small room.
Theron.
Hey, just setting up.
You know anything more about the mission we're going to go on?
I'll debrief everyone in a couple of hours.
I just wanted to talk about what Maru said.
Listen, I'm not a Jedi or a Sith. You seem to know these things better.
Honestly, will nod. That because I don't think that. I don't think what she suggested is actually happening. I do know that he's had to spend a very long time putting on a mask around his allies, and I know he's recently stolen Revan's mask and has been spending, can you imagine, time pretending to be him in front of his cultists.
Like, nod.
we'll just say, I think the reason he's working with you is that, well, I think he would, once I think he needs to make ties with public intelligence. I don't think he likes the fact that right now the only people he has are Sith, former members of the council.
Give me a speech roll.
Absolutely. Let's see, speech. Let's roll. Would pep talk be apply here?
No, trying to come.
In that case, I'm not going to re-roll at all then.
Sort of like grimaces a bit, says, well, I guess I wouldn't want that either if I were in.
Lassie will nod and she'll say, "Can you tell me what you think, Theron?"
Let's just finish this mission and we can talk more afterward. My plate right now.
Yeah. Mossy will nod.
Yeah. If there's anything else, you'll have about 3 hours to yourselves to do whatever you want.
Are there any board games on this spaceship?
You can find someone who wants to play with you, sure.
Shit. Yeah. I'm not sure if Marcy and Maru want to play a board game.
No, Maru will, in fact, try to. Oh, everything.
No, I was going to say Mossy is going to be talking with Hess, too.
Gotcha.
Maru will, in fact, I'll say if I think it's very fitting that she will try to meditate. And can I use Ast? Oh no, never mind. I forwarded that was in the wrong character sheet. Oops. But she will still meditate basically to. She doesn't want to talk. In fact, she will meditate to steal her mind. And focus on the
Gotcha.
coming mission and stuff. She's not in a talkative or playful mood.
Wanna talk with her?
Yeah, Mossy's going to ask her, so how long was that been going on?
Be more specific.
My brother and Syl.
Kissing or them hanging out together?
The closer involvement.
A while now.
Mossy will just say, he asked me if I'd still trust him when I apologized to him. He he will have challenged if I would still trust him after. I can only imagine this is what he was talking about.
Sort of shrugs as I don't know. Don't get told too much, so maybe.
Moss will say, "Oh, and for now, I told him I'll trust him. When this is over, oh, when this is over, I'm sure we'll find something to do with her."
Kind of glances once at you, looking completely unconvinced.
That's what that was.
Sure you will. Plus, what does this have to do with trusting him? If you didn't trust him, it would be kind of weird if you were here.
I don't know. He was the one who mentioned if I still would soon enough.
She looks so confused.
Yeah, Mossy will just say, I'm trying to think how to say this now. Because my thing is, Mossy's thinking like he wouldn't ask if I'd still trust him after this if nothing would happen. She doesn't think it's about any of the missions that they're going to be on.
That's a fair assumption. But you get the feeling she's not like upset. Like I'm not sure what you think she's upset about.
I don't know. She seemed to be upset to me.
I mean, yes,
More than
but if I'm like, oh, you trust me when I'm like ready to stab you. Trust me, I will not hit any vital organ as I proceed to stab you. You're not gonna be happy about it regardless. It's not about like trust. It's about clearly she's not happy with how things are going in the direction this took.
Okay, there we go. Okay, this is what I was trying to get at. Okay.
Like, yeah, she's like, yeah, her point of view is not that she doesn't trust him. It's that she hates the situation and is very angry about it.
Yeah, as Mossy will just say, oh, I don't plan to leave again. Sorry you've had to go through this. Sounds like besides you and HK, it's been pretty lonely. Well, you had Kira too, but
Well, at least she gets to go on, got to go on different jobs away from this shit show. Yeah, no, it's been shit. Maybe the most shit assignment I've had in my entire life.
I'm hoping it gets better after this. I talked to Theron.
No, And we'll see if Theron wants to talk after your fucking friend decided to blurt out nonsense.
He didn't sound convinced, but he says he'll talk again after the mission's done, and listen, I think I'll be able to get through to him.
Nods.
Besides, and you do this job, it goes well. We convince Theron not to include random hearsay from somebody who doesn't know what they're talking about. And and Wes actually gets actual support from public intelligence. I don't think he's going to be nearly as dependent on the Sith that he's been up to this point.
Yeah. Guy's an SIS agent. I think he's not gonna be paranoid about everything. Bunch on a ship with a bunch of Force users. Yeah.
Yeah, paranoid, yeah. But so at the end of the day, he's a paranoid man, but he's also a man that knows I think he's a man that knows we're about to start a war, and the odds don't look good right now. I don't think he wants to. Think he'll be inclined to do anything he can to make the odds better.
Like shrugs and says, I do hope you're right then.
I hope so too.
Next time I see your Flint blunder like that, I will just...
Aussie will nod and she'll say, I don't think she will again, but I can't guarantee the future.
I'll kind of like turn back to the console and says, this mission, fuck up this mission, I swear.
If we fuck up this mission, you might as well not do anything. We're all going to be dead anyways, because the war's going to be over. Don't worry. I don't plan to fuck it up. I plan to succeed with flying colors.
About that.
Mossy would just give a nod at that.
Now the question is, are you gonna play board games with...
Yeah. I don't see why not.
Yeah, well, Tula, there's only one person here willing to play. What was the...
Suppose I'll indulge to this misery and play board games with her.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Sabak? There we go. There's only one person
Yeah.
playing Sabak here with you.
Yeah. Laid out the board basically, or the hollow board basically. Oof. How are things going so far?
Going all right. Talk to Theron. I'll talk to him again when the mission's done. I think I can convince him to not include in his report that what Maru said.
Oh, that'll be good. This didn't look too happy. Oh, not a lot of people look too happy.
Ash has every reason to. I think Wes's whole thing is that he wants more allies than just the Sith to work with, and if Theron includes what Maru said in his report, that's not going to happen.
True. Worst comes to worst, it could always be the enemy of my enemy situation, but that's wishful thinking, right?
Enemy of my enemy means just doing what we're doing now, working together, but having agents work together separately on shared projects. That doesn't mean anything more than that.
Yeah. A lot of moving boards, a lot of moving pieces, and don't know who's actually on it. Talk with him, then? I saw you go off. And...
Yes, I talked with him. Marcy said she talked with him.
Yeah, she was about to segue. How is everything? How are you two at the very least?
I'm fine.
I think she's talking about Luke.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you and Luke. I apologize. Yeah, I didn't make that clear.
Okay, yeah. No, I was not getting that at all.
Yeah. How are you and Wes?
Accepting my apology, and what he's doing with Syl is not an act, but I don't think it's the truth either.
Definitely surprised.
It's real. It's real in the way, but I did talk with Revan a bit before we left, and did bring up something that when people wear fake identities for a long time, they can struggle to see. They begin adapting parts of it as actually being real mixed with them. Which is why I think a part of him actually does have feelings for Syl, but I don't think that part of him's. I think it's a part of a mask that he's forgotten isn't supposed to be real.
Gonna be honest, I don't know which will be worse. Finding out that it's a mask, finding out that it's true.
No. Problem is he's wearing more than one mask too. Don't forget he's also masquerading as Revan, and I don't think he's masquerading as Revan as we know him now. I think he's masquerading as Revan the Warlord. Revan the Destroyer, Revan the one that will purge what he sees as wrong.
Yeah, that's gonna tangle you all up. This is gonna get, well, it's always getting messy.
Very messy, yeah, but now I'm gonna trust him. He asked me if I still would. And I decided that yeah, I am still gonna trust him. I'm gonna trust that this is part of a plan, and if it's not, I'm gonna have faith that I'll be able to help him.
Yeah, she just nods. Well, we got a mission to hopefully get through. I'm sure we'll survive it.
This mission does right now seem to be all or nothing, yeah? So let's not fuck it up.
She nods at that one as she continues to play.
Eventually, Aaron would call everyone in for a debrief. And there he is. Alright. So, have roughly 4 hours. So. Oh, fuck. God, this is the worst part where I have to calculate in my head. How long have you been traveling? Till broke off?
I don't think.
You said 3 hours. So you were broken from like Luke and
Yeah,
Sil?
yeah.
You said
Yeah.
3 hours.
No, before that. Python.
Ooh, I
A
don't
few
know that one.
days.
Yeah.
We have roughly 2 more days till we jump out of hyperspace, quite close to Sunraiser platform. This will be a joint operation. Have several public ships, a couple of small corvettes, ambush station, assault it and give us an opportunity to slip in past its defenses and, well, make sure we finish the job from the inside. Luckily, ever since Imperial Intelligence decided to rebel, the Sith Empire may be blind, deaf, and stupid. Which means, well, means this operation can be in fact pulled off quite easily up until, well, we land on board. We have a full schematic of the space station here, courtesy of said Imperial Intelligence, as he like pulled up several like holograms detailing the entire structure of the thing. So navigation and coordination inside will be quite easy. The actual issues are potential foes we might face on board. That's where you come in. Have to make sure that, well, I don't die, and hopefully none of us die, and we can all go in and out. I have with me several explosives that be placing around the station in key areas for detonating them, and then watch the space station drift into the star's orbit and, well, get destroyed. Questions?
Oh, seems pretty straightforward to me.
Good.
I just need to know what I need to do.
Not sure if any of you think yourselves capable handling explosives, or how good is everyone with slicing here?
Not my forte.
It's a bit of a catch taker. Not exactly trained in it.
What dice pool would that be, Grunt, before I answer that?
Probably Dex or Fix.
She'll say, I'm not the worst, but if there's someone better, I'd recommend they do it.
Fine. Luckily for you, I'm like the best, so be fine. Wanted to see if I have any. Don't know exactly your skills, other than you're so supposed to be quite competent fighters. Speaking of competent, hey, other than plenty of Sith on board, there is a high chance we might run into Darth that runs the station. Pulls up her image on the hollow. Dark Mekis is well, he's an imperial scientist with penchant for well, super weapons. He has developed plenty of wars before, and well, in the war she lost quite badly to the Jedi Grandmaster, but got around kicking. I believe she might be the most dangerous enemy on board.
Well, I guess the whole plan is to hopefully avoid her, if we're lucky.
Well, see, I don't make a plan around that. In fact, I make a plan of what we are the most unlucky people in the galaxy.
Ah,
Don't worry, I'm pretty sure she was left half paralyzed and crippled. You handle that.
I should be able to.
Hopefully, there will be no other surprises. Like I said, without Imperial intelligence, the Empire is not the threatened one. I've sent a copy of the mission schematics to each of your follow links. If there's any other questions, then I will be around.
I do have a question, probably an obvious one, but communication, are we going radio and silent, or are we able to communicate with each other if we have to somehow lose each other in there?
Unless they have some sort of jamming device on board, we should be fine. We are going in together as a team. Hopefully, they won't scramble our communications, although normally I would say don't rely on hamlings. They might hack the frequency. But they seem to be having a shortage of competent people in their spec ops.
He nods at that.
This is why I chose this. Why this mission was chosen as a test run. Shouldn't be too difficult, and it is still highly important. Well, the reason for you, Red, is without Imperial intelligence. What do you think? Imperial intelligence was exactly the department handling all of these things. Losing that has, in fact, fucked over the Empire so hard. Cool lightsaber. Let me just hack you. Yeah, he's just gonna pack up his stuff and head into his room. Probably iron out any more details.
Mm.
Not
Yeah,
sure
I'll
if,
read as much as I can.
Yeah, if you have any questions or if you want to do anything at mission time. Because, yeah, no, unironically, they are able to sneak in ships basically on top of the space station. Which is no small feat. Because, like, yeah, they might not be, like, powerful destroyers, but, like, sneaking in a bunch of corvettes this deep into Imperial territory to assault one of their most powerful super weapons is a sign of how sort of disjointed the Empire remnants are right now, and how hard it is for them to protect against these sort of attacks.
Spy Master Darth Scrum is doing his best right now.
Listen, if Republic intelligence is so powerful, why won't they fight me?
Ooh, do we have a does the briefing have a timetable exactly? Because I do have one question. I don't know if the notes will tell answer for her. Mainly the fact is the sun rays are able to reach out or call for assistance or help that may be a problem for us down the line.
I mean, yeah, what's the help gonna do when this thing? So I'll remind you, the Sunraiser is a space station that's built around the sun.
Yeah,
Like the plan is to just kind of bomb it a bit so that it falls into the gravity well, and then it like gets fucking eaten by the star.
gotcha.
Oh,
Okay,
you send for help. I'm gone, by the way. See ya.
gotcha. Okay.
Like unless again, even if they send the distress signal as you go in, you still have at least like 30 to like minimum of 15 minutes to get this done.
Gotcha. Okay, that was the main question.
Yeah, send the distress signal. Oh wait, you're jammed. This is when the Emperor figures out. Wait a minute, my entire espionage division is gone. Fuck. Force powers don't mean shit. So yeah, no, what you said could be a possibility, but unlikely.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, no, besides going over the plan and stuff, there's something that Mossy wants to do.
Well, it's a good thing, Tula. You're not hiding in the dark room anymore, are you?
No, Grant, I was just looking around that stuff. No, she's reading the debrief,
You're
hopefully.
never
Or
gonna
the,
go back there to a nice quiet spot on the ship that no one bothers you in?
I don't think there is a quiet spot on the ship that no
Well,
one bothers you,
There
Grant.
is. That is just the room I told you about.
Listen, that seemed to be a very important room to Luke. I don't want to mess it up. I know. I'm gonna debrief. I'm watching reading the notes basically.
Uh, well, um, yeah. As eventually it's time for the mission to start. As you jump out of hyperspace, you are greeted by this sort of enormous um, structure built around the star. As at the same point, you'll see several more ships jump out of hyperspace. As about 12 corvettes engage the defense systems that this thing has, as you will have to be able to move in close while the firefight happens outside, as automated drones are getting deployed to deal with you, but they will be most likely be shut down by corvettes, as Hess will be able to pilot you, that you basically crash the landing docks. As Theron is gonna give each of you like a pack of explosives to carry, because there's a lot of them. You're all sort of being saddled up. It says, all right, everyone ready?
Ready?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You'll see the ship as the sensors indicated, as it sort of fucking blows up a hole in the space station, as it like crashes itself into it, as the you're all gonna be like jungled around as strapped down in chairs. That gives you the indication that it's go time, as you all get out through the opening, as you jump onto the massive construct. As Theron has the map pulled up front end, gestures for all of you to move in quickly. I'm gonna need a fight roll from everyone as the first wave of sort of droids will engage with you.
All right. Assume can I use my do we have our free rerolls?
Yeah, because you're using your sword.
Understood. Yeah. Reroll. Yeah.
Yeah. You will all make quick short of droids as they're deployed against you. And several more sort of like soldiers will also engage. You sort of move from level to level as it takes you a couple of minutes to place, as Terran will kind of like place the first charge. You rush over to nearby elevators as you begin ascending to the next level and rinse and repeat 2 more times. You're able to cut down through most of the fighting force here. As on the 3rd level, patients are still on right now as the battle outside seems to be keeping most of defenses occupied. You are rushing down the last hallway to put the last charge down. As that's when you will see there's a bunch of Sith waiting for you at the end of the hallway, ready to engage with you properly. As well, begin moving towards you.
Yeah.
Right. And question: do we have a free reroll for this? For this roll, no feats or any of that matter?
No, you can use.
Gotcha. Okay, so
Actually,
no.
no.
They'll determine whether I will. They'll determine whether I
No,
use.
never mind. No, you can. Yeah, you can't use the free reroll in melee. You get the -1 to your. Remind.
All right.
In that case, I'll use my 1 adrenaline to upgrade. Actually, I will remove the bonus, so I get to 6 dice. There we go. I'll still like the bonus for like logistics sakes. No, actually, no. No, never mind. It's not gonna matter anyway. Yeah. Let me roll just the raw 6 dice. There we go.
Yep. Marcy will just engage.
Would it be possible for Tula to keep an eye on Theron, mostly be more on the defensive side in this one? Or
Well, the problem is they're barring the way. Like Theron is not gonna.
Oh,
Theron's not
gotcha.
gonna melee fight the Sith. He's
Sadly,
gonna
this is
stay
not the
behind
RPG.
and
You can't
shoot it
use
with
the.
blasters.
Gotcha. I will.
That's a pretty good reroll.
It's a good reroll. There we go. We told you.
Sometimes it works out.
As yeah, unfortunately, there are a lot of. This is about. So you have an idea. This is about like 12 Sith. Which of you are kind of engaging 3 to 4? Not at the same time, but they're kind of like moving in and out. It's very hard as you like push in on one and like someone else will try and like take a swipe at you. You are a bit you are sort of in a favorable position as the hallway limits the movement that they can exert, but there are a lot of them and not a lot of you. As they will now engage with you. And I'm not sure if I said -1 to all rolls because I meant only reaction.
Yeah. All right.
Gotcha. Oh, so -1. So just apply -1.
Yeah.
Mm.
They
Okay.
are now fighting back.
Double crit or any diff
Double
crit is no.
crit, yes. Double crit.
Okay, so -1 on this and double crit.
Yeah.
And no free reroll.
Alrighty.
One.
Do a reroll.
Uh,
I'll do a normal reroll.
damn. My hubris.
Was Marcy. Yeah, no. Now as they're pushing back, they're fighting very aggressively, very forcefully, as they're pushing you back. Your turn now. Listen. You can always give in to the dark side and some of those cool force powers you have.
No, situation's not nearly desperate enough for that yet.
Yeah. So no minus, just a
No
6
minus
dice.
six, yeah, the 6 dice. You still don't get the free reroll. Yeah, no.
Gotcha.
Alrighty then.
Never mind. That was that was correct the first time. Whatever. Fine. Because I think fighting is brawn.
Yes.
I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, no. As it is an all-out brawl. No, it's fine. As they're like, you give me another fight roll. Technically a -2 because these things stack.
Alright.
All right, then I will spend an adrenaline. So it's only a -1 and no free reroll. Gotcha.
Hey, didn't you just say it was -2?
Yeah, he gets a +1 from the adrenaline.
Okay.
Double difficulty. There we go.
Miru, 3, just to do.
I filled my bad box, by the way. Up to my bad
Yeah.
box.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
Both can gain a condition. I presume part. I think that makes
Will do.
as so you managed to cut a couple of them down, but they just keep fucking coming.
The Emperor does have numbers on his side. There are many dark scrums.
And there are in fact many dumb scrums. How injured is everyone?
I'm 1 point
Very
away. Yeah, I'm 1 point away from the hot.
2 away from bad box.
No.
You can always tap into some of that cool dark side powers and just kind of zap these fools.
Would push? No, I can only do one person. Never mind.
What do you mean?
Oh, I have the force ability to push. I don't know if I can push them back to give
How
her
many
space, but
adrenaline do you have?
I only have 2 right now.
It's basically adrenaline based. So 2. Listen, with 2 you can like fucking. I'll say if you push them, you can probably push like multiple easily.
Mm.
The question is, because like even if you push them, that's gonna help you if you try to like retreat or regroup.
That's true. Then she'll hold off at the very least. If things get dire enough, then we'll see what happens.
About half
'Cause,
of them are down. So for reference.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So up to you if you wanna change strategy or just gonna keep pushing.
Yeah.
Question. I have a question.
Hmm.
It's the three of us there, and then is there anyone else here?
No.
No. All right. Then yeah, no. Then yeah, I'll keep doing this.
Yeah. So now, because I know minuses don't stack, you'll still have a -2 on the attack because of the hurt and buff from their traits.
Alrighty. Oh, I can't reroll that at all.
I will spend 1 adrenaline.
No, you shouldn't. So you should have had just a minus, because it's one from the debuff from their trait and one from the hurt
Okay.
condition.
Oh wait, I
So-
forgot. Braun applies automatically.
So you
Oh,
can.
it doesn't matter because you add a fourth dice. I'll roll a fourth dice, I guess.
Yeah,
Single
listen,
D6.
Just roll another D6. That's
Yeah.
one basic. Now go ahead, the rest of you.
Yeah, I'll spend 1 adrenaline in order to get this up to a 6.
With the minuses.
I don't have hurt.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here.
You still should have the penalty, but yeah.
Yeah, I know. I consider that. I'll just put the bones at 0, basically, because it can't.
Ooh. Go one second. I'm trying to debate with myself. So it's a whatever crit, and I get a -2. You said right? Okay. Yeah. Ooh. Not looking good.
They also have roll another.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I think never automatically apply. Never manually apply them. Only broken. Only broken is the only one that doesn't stack. So you have to
Gotcha.
manually apply that.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
Honor.
Yeah.
Nice. I'll give the yeah. Listen, Miru is a beast on the field. You're able to sort of accumulate all of your swings together as you're able to together push one more down. You are having them on the back foot, but looking quite dire. As,
Listen,
go ahead.
I said, so I'll hold off because I was like, I'll do the dark side thing if this is the going to continue like this. But if you always have something in place, never mind.
I'm pretty sure they're about to. I think. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
I'm reading like the force choke abilities for the enemy.
Oh.
Power choke, you mean?
Yeah, the power choke. Well, you're fucked, Mirror. As yeah, listen, they've identified a strong link, so one of them will immediately like focus on you, Miru, as he extends his hand. As you suddenly feel yourself like choking out, three grip.
My bat box is filled.
Yeah, you can also mark hurt. As suddenly you get like completely stunned. You give me an extreme action roll. Yes, honestly, probably like cool.
Nerf's cool. Focus cool.
No, with focus. No, with focus. This is just like the force, right? And you do have your
My what?
I'm gonna say action. Never mind.
I don't. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah.
So you can give me that if you want for now. See if you can immediately break free.
Sure thing. Do I want to spend an adrenaline on this? Do I believe in the reroll? I don't. Well, that's a good fail. With the normal reroll. Wait, I rolled focus detective. Oh my god! Wait, what the fuck? I selected focus. Fucking cool. Oh, can I roll a single d6 grunt?
Yeah, roll the next.
Then we'll determine how much I need to reroll.
Yeah, you roll 4 dice.
I'm sorry, gonna. I'll do a
roll
manual.
D6,
Yeah, I'll do a manual. So we'll count the numbers here. Let's see here at the result individually. Actually, it's extreme.
It's 4, 5,
extreme.
6.
Yeah, it's
It's 5.
So you immediately, as you like feel yourself being choked out, as push your own will against this, as you use the force within you to just kind of like push back on them, being you immediately. Well, you're all free to act. Otherwise, you would have lost this. At least you would have rushed around, but you would have been pinned down. Everyone, tell me, what do? You have them on the back foot now.
Only fight on. Fight on.
Mm.
That's the only thing.
The fight rolls with the minuses.
Understood. They still apply. I'll spend one of my last adrenaline, so turn into a 5 dice.
Nope.
Ooh.
I'll do a normal reroll.
Basic.
Is this how bad?
Two less useless. Two less useless.
Yeah.
Listen, you get one basic, but one more pip down. I accumulate them per round.
Listen, if I use the dark side, will it save us? Is the question I have. Because I'm
Use
really
the dark side, you can immediately start gaining adrenaline.
Sadly, I don't think it will save us. It's not worth it. Your adrenaline will not save us.
Gotcha. Okay, I
Unless
will.
I'm sorry, no.
Negative.
You can give Mirror at the random. Well, fucked.
Damn!
Why did you roll minus?
Oh, I put -2. Did it go 3?
Well,
No. You only have because hurt applies automatically. All your conditions apply automatically.
Oh, so it should have been a -1. Damn. I'm sorry.
Roll a single
another
d6.
another D6.
Gotcha.
There you go.
Nah.
Listen, one more pip down. It's a gruesome fucking battle, as you are all injured, as like the burn wounds and the exhaustion is kind of like you can feel yourselves at the end of the line. But so are they. You've cut down several Sith, but these are no acolytes, no apprentices. These are full-fledged warriors. And as you sort of realize, well, there's only 3 left standing out of the initial dozen. But you are also quite wounded, injured on your last legs. What the plan?
Can I force choke someone? Can I just grip them and make them so they can just stop moving? Or is that too...
Have grip. You can give me a focus fight.
It gives you a +1, it says,
Plus
as
one,
well,
yeah.
so...
So that means
So-
that will you will only have you'll have like so you roll fight with focus and then nothing. Because you already have actually no, never mind. No, you do get the yeah, roll focus fight with focus +1.
Gotcha.
Check.
Oh, fuck. Okay,
I
fine.
would say that holy shit. I would say that
God
will
damn.
close cost you like 1 adrenaline.
Will do.
Well,
When I never needed you.
as that moment where you're all like wondering how long can you keep this up, you just see like kind of extend both her hands as she like clenches her fists. As you suddenly see the three guys immediately all start fucking kind of like choking with it, providing you an easier chance to finish them off.
Yeah, we kill him.
Yeah, you can give me a fight roll. It's only a basic difficulty this time.
Understood. I assume the minus
Alright.
does not. I assume the minus does not apply, Grunt. Or does still apply, Grunt?
They will
I
still
don't think
apply,
it's not
they'll
shifted.
still have
Okay, I got
you
that.
should, like put in like a minus
I'm
one.
gonna assume they have time unless he tells me otherwise.
I'm just asking. Can I free reroll though, or it also still applies? I'm not sure. That's the kind of potential they can defend
Unfortunately,
themselves.
no. Unfortunately, you can't weasel your way out of this one. Still have the feat. As yeah, no. As you take advantage of this mirror, you like Marcy, you move in, and that moment you manage to sort of run him through with your sword before like he collapses to the ground. You see the second one as Tula snaps his neck fucking. As Miru, you try and take a swing, but he like manages to raise his lightsaber and deflect your strike. So, as well, he will take one kind of weak strike at you. As he just sort of, you see him fling the blade towards Tula. Well, one of you can help her out if you want, or well, I'm gonna need a stunt roll.
What would we roll for helping out?
Honestly, best dice. Probably stunt. You can roll me a stunt roll, and you'll have again another -1 penalty.
Understood. Does Astro Fighter or Acrobat apply
I think Acrobat would apply here.
for free reroll? Gotcha. Nope.
RC, technically, you could give it a chance to. There's stunt. or
Yeah,
fight
listen.
roll.
Well, actually, no. Marcy's going to kind of just. Marcy's seeing this. She's just going to. She's going to close her eyes and just let that fucking anger actually out now. And I'm going to use Deviate. gonna fucking actually I think do I have a thing that lets me call a lightsaber to me? I don't think I do, so I think she should just use fucking deviate if she
No,
can.
we agreed. Paul does that.
I will say that yeah, you can technically have it. But no, that's the problem is I would say this is more like halt. I wouldn't say deviate lets you do. But you can basically
Man,
stop
yeah.
it with halt. So give me a focus plus and do.
Focus and endure. All right. Any minuses still?
No, but you still won't. No minuses, but you don't get the free reroll.
Alrighty. I'll go for the reroll.
There we go.
Ah,
As the lightsaber like flies before like it suddenly stops in midair as like Marcy pulls out, and as you see, as the tap into the dark side for this, both of you will see the lightsaber zoom back around as it flies, launching itself into the Sith, as it kind of cuts him in half.
Grunt, it's nice to know we were on the exact same page because that's why I was asking for deviate. I was gonna throw it down.
Listen, mission success. Let's go. Push onwards.
As yeah, you all sort of. Theron kind of like looks at you. That was something. You all right?
Let's just let's hope let's hope we don't run into the Sith master of this facility. Let's go.
yeah, let's get out of here, please.
And like nods, and as you push into the elevator and starts like ascending, you are able to catch your breath a bit. Doors sort of open as you walk towards the last sort of pillar. As Theron like starts planting the bomb. And well, I mean, listen. You will see someone approaching you down the hallway. As the visage of Darth Mechis stares at you, the glowing eyes, as she is walking. You can see like the many cybernetics implants supporting her body. As she kind of looks at all of you and says, "Should have known there have been tools to stop you." You think you're gonna achieve here?
Blow up your fucking space station? Come on, you're supposed to be smart, right?
She sort of laughs. What do you hope to achieve by fighting the Emperor?
Win the fucking war? Kill him?
Such a foolish, naive thought. He is immortal. We'll learn that soon enough.
Cool. It means I'll just kill him again and again and again. I won't get fucking bored.
Let's hope you will have time. As she ignites the lightsaber.
You really want to do this now?
He took down all my guards. Seems this will be fun after all.
I can't convince you to turn around and walk away, right? You see, you're on a losing side, right? This is a lost cause. Regardless if you kill us now or not, it's not going to stop what's going to happen next.
This is the first. The war has
He go.
just begun. I am just sad I will miss the carnage that follows. See Theron just kind of like fucking throw this small, like, almost like hand-sized pin at her feet as like fucking lightning jolts out of it. Says, EMP'd her now.
Yeah, move.
Moose just jumping. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna say I'm gonna.
Mar
He's like he means it like that in the way to like fight her, not run away, you cowards.
Yeah,
No,
that's what I'm saying. That's what we're saying.
Yeah.
Jumping.
Okay, give a fight roll. Listen, difficulties is right now. It's only a crit, so I will say you get
Martha-
Okay, you Grant.
get the same minuses from last time, so that means you just put in the -1 on the brawn, and you know free.
Gotcha.
Listen, Marcy's looking at that EMP thing, and she's gonna. Listen, this person just honestly, everything about this person. Oh my god, she is everything that Crom taught her to hate about the fucking Sith. Holy shit.
Absolutely, listen. Look at
She's
her
just
face,
so-
man. Oh,
Can I? Can you?
As the other two engage, she's gonna just tap on the dark side a bit more and listen. Let's that AMP's doing good work. Let's do more work. She's gonna just shoot the lightning out.
yeah. Give me a focus, friend. No. Minuses for.
Cool. Do I gain the +1 that comes with the lightning?
Yes. Funny because you have like rolling stream. The other two don't even
Kill
need that much.
Killer fucking critical damage multiplier.
Ah!
Yeah. We feeling the reroll, guys?
Are
Yes.
you a gambling man?
I always gamble.
Oh my god, it's beautiful.
Listen, you see, as you like both try to rush her, you see Marcy just extend her hands as lightning bolts fly out in an arc as this current hits Mekis. As she like starts trembling as you see her body begin to incinerate, cooking alive. As the smell of burnt flesh completely envelops this area. As suddenly everything sort of slows down around you, Marcy. See a figure in front of you. Can't really move, but you can perceive your environment, at the very least. Well, Valkorian is watching you with an amused smile. I see my lessons have stuck over the years.
Tools are meant to be used. This is war, after all.
Correct. I'm glad their naive optimism hasn't dulled your senses. Looks at the Sith. Pathetic, aren't they? Too focused on wanton distraction, aimless death, pointless cruel.
It's the point where they just. Elsie will say, imagine what she could have done had she actually gotten out of here. She couldn't recreate this, I imagine, but. Imagine she got her position for a reason.
Pawns do placed in certain spots due to their usefulness, not necessarily talent. How are my children? How is Phelan?
They're doing well. She's doing well. The training is it's progressing.
This little charade that your brother has started and joined. I recommend you put a stop to it. Now, before things escalate to a point where I may have to do things that, well, won't benefit anyone.
I think it might be too late for that now. More people know about it. I don't think they're just gonna put the weapons down.
Super weapons that the Empire and the Republic build. They're nothing compared to the dark side of the Force. But I suppose you will find that out. It's a choice ahead of you. Can find my children, bring them back to Zakuul. I will leave you and the Republic alone. Sith have they were never meant to last too long. A failed attempt, as you can no doubt see as he glances again at the Pride Sith Lord. Don't need to tear up the galaxy on their behalf. Think on my offer. Not. You will soon understand the extent that this conflict will expand towards, and how many billions will die. As time sort of resumes back, and you both see the lightning sort of stop as she kind of falls dead.
Is it silly to say I'm a bit disappointed she didn't choose to save herself at all?
Baron like gets up and says, "You ever met a Sith Lord?"
I know.
Still, you'll actually see Mossy. Mossy's gonna say, well, "This is what this is what most of them are like. Even the ones that signed up with the revolt. God, fucking Crumb was right. Just wastes all of them."
So let's count our blessing and appreciate that they're this dumb. Are the explosives ready, Farron?
He nods and says, "Bring them to charge. We have 5 minutes to get out. Let's get out.
All right,
Let's go."
time to sprint.
As you will rush towards where the Phantom crashed, and as you get on the ship, sort of back out, leaving the space station as the last minute goes by and the explosives detonate. As the structure begins to fall out of orbit, and Phantom and the other corvettes, well, will jump into hyperspace as the last sight you see, Sunraiser being consumed by the star it was feeding upon. As Baron kind of takes a deep breath and exhales. Well, job well fucking done. I was quite concerned when that many upon us, but well, at least your fighting prowess wasn't over exaggerated.
Well, happy not to disappoint.
And that's one super weapon down, and
Many more to go, sadly.
how many could they have?
They'll say, not just a super weapon. The space station, whole purpose was to build super weapons based on ancient designs of something much older and much more powerful. That's why they had to build it around the star. Cool.
Well,
This-
now at
this-
least.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, now at least we have a counter on how many they have left, possibly.
Well, by my count, there should be around 4 or 5, but never know how many surprises they have. Yeah, with this one offline, at least they won't be able to keep building new ones.
Oh, that's something to be relieved about.
Oh, I don't know about you, but I think I need a drink and a good rest. But you all look like you need some medical attention.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
So look at all of you and say, "No, I'll join you a bit later after I finish writing up my report." So, headed in the zone.
I'm gonna make my way to the medical bay. Anyone else need help dragging their sorry asses there?
Speak for yourself.
I'll join you up in a second.
Tula nods at her. She starts making her way to the medical bay.
As yeah, Mossy is gonna go into the room Theron just went into.
Looks at you and enter.
Mossy will just take a seat and she'll say, distinctly remember hearing something about we'll talk again after the mission's done.
You will? What's about?
Well, topic's pretty similar to what it was last time about my brother.
Listen, I have to make the report I have to make. Include all the good parts too.
Mossy will just say, and what parts, you know your boss is better than I do. What parts are they going to focus on?
That's for them to decide. I'm not the big ideas guy. Guy on the ground. I don't specialize in field work. I have to concern myself with decisions at a strategic level.
So Mossy will just, she'll say, the only thing I'm asking is, Maru doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about. Maru thinks of the worst situation, and she speaks it even when there's nothing to back it up. She's done that her whole life. Trust me, I think I'd prefer it if my brother was just being mind controlled, because I could just kill the person doing that. No, because...
Marcy, I'm gonna say this only once. With everything in my report, I'm gonna add your comments too. I'm not gonna exclude things because they're inconvenient or have been said by a dumbass. I will just add the observation that the person who said it, dumbass. Let my superiors make up their mind.
if they decide they want to, they decide they don't want to keep doing joint operations.
That's a them decision. This is what it is.
I hope they don't. Because when Valkorion comes, he's going to bring weapons that makes that super weapon we just destroyed look like nothing.
Guess we'll have to see.
Yeah, Marcy will just nod. And she'll leave the room.
Assume you will all still want to head back. Without the cold though, you will not heal from your last. Yeah. As Hess gonna help you out with the medical stuff, as he kind of hands you a bunch of stim packs. Whatever the fuck you think you have a back that tank here? Get real.
Oh, in my dreams.
No, you should be happy Kolto is like now widely available. But yeah, I'm just gonna hand you a bunch of those and administer the substance, and healing process begins. As HK is monitoring the statistics. Observation. Use some improvements.
What improvements do you think, HK?
Replaceable body parts.
Do you have the equipment to do that, HK?
Probably could get some if you wanted to.
That's something to think about, at least.
Yeah, we'll leave it on the back burner.
Like, Marcy's saying that in a way that's like, she's not totally against the idea. She just wants to think about it.
Test will say, okay, can we keep up the augments for when you actually lose limbs? Right now, you're mostly fine.
I think I'd look cool with robot arms.
Nothing could stop
Then
me.
again, no, we can't do the arms because if I shoot the lightning, I think it will fuck the arms up.
You all know that if you get too many augments, fuck up your entire
Yeah, the
entire
force-
thing.
Mm.
The cost-benefit analysis is not great on augments.
You want to get one hand, that's it.
C-Mac, I heard too many. I didn't hear getting one fucks up your force stuff.
That's true. Listen,
C-Mac, that's
Anakin got one.
different. You immediately went to the glass is half empty. I'm a glass is half full kind of guy.
Guys, how many force powers are you willing to trade for a neo-noir cybernetics upgrade? It's the only question.
Listen, man, do you see how many I have?
I know. That's why I said, like, it really depends. Back out soon. Sure. Yeah, be the combat Chan. Yeah. As Hess looks at all since running the scans at HK, like everything went much alright.
Which one's success?
Yeah. A few bruises, but honestly,
Yeah, you got really
Awesome.
trashed.
yeah.
Hey, listen, if it takes 12 of them to do this to us, I'm liking our odds more and more.
Gonna smile and nod. Oh. Right now we're heading back to the Republic space and hopefully figure out the next assignment. Is sure it's gonna be a shit one.
Oh, whatever it takes.
So kind of like
Hey.
take her leave. There's nothing else.
You think we'll have time to rest up before the next shit show?
Probably have a couple of days at most. As she like walks out with HK.
I've always somebody that's always super struck. Well, it works for me. Well, good enough for me. Listen, the enemy doesn't take breaks. We take the minimal required R&R and move on.
Well, resting and sleeping's gonna be it for me then. Maybe next time we start with a lightning bit before leaving at the end. Yeah?
He'll say, you know, he talked to me. Valkorian.
What?
I used the lightning when I tapped into it a second time. He talked to me.
What the hell did he say?
Complimented me, and then made a simple offer. We give him his children, he leaves the Republic alone, and he'll leave the Sith to die.
Yeah, because he's gotten something sentimental and wants to just get his family back. Right?
Listen, I don't believe it either.
Listen, we got the training from we can resist his mind control. I guess he's resorted to a conventional manipulation.
But the fact of the matter that he was able to talk to Marcy is a bit concerning, isn't it? Whether she used her lightning?
I mean, yeah, that's what.
Bring it up, we'll bring it up to Revan if we find him. We'll bring it up to Wes if we can make contact with him. Otherwise, I don't think there's much anyone on the ship right now can really do.
Murray will agree with that. I mean, that's what he did also with Kira. When you tap into the dark side, he also, I guess he can jump on board. As long as he can only talk and observe, it's fine. We can ignore us.
I guess I'll be careful with the powers then, abilities. Can't let him slip in, right?
If the situation called for it. We should not play around with him too much, but if the situation calls for it, it's a risk worth taking. But we'll speak with Revan about it, whether the risk is worth taking or not. I cannot comment on that.
Yeah, she nods. Well, give some time to rest and prepare, and what do you guys think's gonna happen next?
Shit job, apparently. Now, there's a lot of ways it could be shit. I hope it's not boring.
True. Kind of lays back down.
See, and the mirror will mostly be quiet as the cold is wearing and the pain is wearing off. Can I use astral focus?
Yeah.
Got just at least one adrenaline.
And if you like focus on the for the full days,
She will, yeah, because she doesn't. Mirror right now is of the opinion like the less talking, the better. Loose mouth. She's the American spy mentality, the propaganda cartoons. Loose mouth, cost knives.
like yeah, you'll barely see Miru walking out of the room. She's gonna fully meditate. Listen, not tapping into the dark side, Miru, makes this much actually.
Yeah, she wants to avoid at any cost necessary. It's an ultimate last resort, the dark side.
Sort of as about like a day before you're close to Republic space station. Theron's gonna come chat with you, Marcy. Well, send my report and everything is all right.
Marcy will just give a nod. I'm sorry about all that.
Listen, it's fine. I did have to push you a bit. I don't usually work with the Jedi either, so not really Jedi. I had to do a bit of a loyalty test. Hope you don't mind. And include your friend's comments because yeah, that would have kind of tanked the entire fucking op.
Yeah, I'll also just laugh at that.
I wanted to make sure to see if you're willing to, you know, because I know you. Sure, you can wipe my mind and shit. So.
Yeah, I can do that. I kind of, to be honest, that I didn't even really consider that because Marcy will just say, "You seem like the kind of guy who either has a way to around that or encrypt everything you write, so it wouldn't really do anything. Not to mention, I don't really want to do that. I had my mind fucked with for years, anyways. Don't really want to do that to other people."
Listen, I get the fact that you're worried about your brother, and yeah, I've seen many of undercover agents have issues after they come back, but I don't think it's hopeless.
Well, I don't think it is either. It's gonna be. Revan's told me a lot of times it's gonna be hard. I think he's been at this whole shtick for more than half a decade now.
Well, he has built up a bit of a reputation. It was a interesting thing to a name to a face.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm pretty sure the SIS are gonna sign up on this operation going forward. And yeah, no, God knows what. I saw some small debriefs. Trust me, the Republic is just as spooked about where the fuck is in wild space. Not sure if they told you, but Imperial Intelligence delivered schematics with hard evidence of a ship of unfamiliar design. This is one of their ships. And the specs on the thing were fucking off the charts. if they have like a fleet of these things, it's gonna suck for everyone involved.
I mean, last time I spoke to him, Valkorian did seem pretty convinced that seemed pretty convinced he'd win the war if it came to it.
Honestly, right now, he may be right. Luckily, the Republic also has a bunch of aces up their sleeve. I don't think he'll be stupid enough to march his entire fleet into what could be a easily ambushable place.
And we got that, and well, that's the thing with the big fuck off fleet. It's only really useful if you can actually force your enemy to stay and fight in a place. They just they stay mobile. There's well, the war doesn't really end then, does it?
I don't really want to think about that scenario. But listen, right now, deal with the Sith, ally with the Separatists, figure shit out afterwards. You saw, just because they're completely open to attack doesn't make them less dangerous.
Nope, it does not.
Listen, I'm sure we'll have plenty of other missions in the future together. This was a good first start.
Yeah, I think it went pretty good. Guess I'll be seeing you around.
I'll smile and nod. As unless there's anyone, well, either you or Tula want to talk to.
And nothing I can think of right now. I think she should also try to recover.
Yeah, you can all heal your grit and wounded conditions as you'll sort of jump out of hyperspace, docking at the space station. Taran will bid everyone goodbye, and well, as he leaves, someone else comes on board. As well, he is, well, definitely of Sith allegiance.
Mm.
Step on the ship. Well, quite well for a bunch of, well, last I heard, terrorists. Well done.
Well, thank you.
My name is Lana Benico. I represent one of the leaders of the separatist movement. We'll be working together on your next assignment.
Well met then.
Yeah, pleasure to meet you.
I hear your specialty is taking down super weapons.
We've got one under our belt at the very least.
That's good. Well, this time the plan is to do something a bit more efficient. Not destroy one, but capture it. Sort of gestures while the ship begins to depart. The station shall gather everyone. Meeting room. Pulls up a couple of schematics as you see this massive fucking battleship. This is the Ascendant Spear, most powerful Sith warship used during the war. Well, worst case scenario, bring it down, but the mission is to capture it. Add it to our own arsenal.
I presume they have it hidden away somewhere that no one's supposed to know about?
No, not really. They plan on was seen being actively tracked. Its movements indicate soon used to launch an assault against the Republic, especially after the Sunraiser mission. They would like to retaliate. It was last seen near Hoth. It's making its rounds.
All right.
Luckily for us, once it pops its head, be in the area. While it's busy engaging other forces, job is to sneak aboard. Take it over. I was told you are well, quite the force to be reckoned with. Luckily, we will be getting more assistance. One that, well, let's just say its previous owner wants this thing back. Will be assisting us personally. Not sure if you are familiar with Darth Malgus.
Met him once in Corban. I don't think he remembers. I don't think he'll remember us.
Most likely not. He doesn't remember most people. I'm also told your droid there, while holding powerful hacking capabilities. Recently, I will have to work, as she looked at the HK, have to work us, because it's the tricking thing about the Ascendant Star, Ascendant Spear. It's not a one-of-a-kind ship. The thing that makes it so powerful and, well, valuable, the fact that its control scheme is meant to integrate Force users specifically. As such, attempts at remote hacking and disabling its systems are virtually impossible. It is, though, vulnerable to, well, Force-based interactions, where you all come in. Once we sneak aboard, have a much easier time activating systems and deactivating things.
Okay. I'm gonna ask the obvious. How do we plan to take over the ship? I assume it's pretty big, or at least there's gonna be more than people who are not gonna let us do that.
It's quite big, but like I said, we're getting assistance from Darth Malgus and, well, other ships in the area. Your specific job to assist Malgus in taking over the command of Bridge, securing control of the overall the ship.
All right, understood.
I'll also be there with you to facilitate any problems. Hopefully we can all get along and I know if you met Malchus before, you all know he's not the nicest of individuals.
Not the most sociable, yeah. He was
I am there to ensure his good behavior. Hopefully, you won't get too in your way. I don't suspect any powerful Sith Lords on board, but fortunately, we lack information in that department. That is still a big unknown. Just the most worrying part.
No, it's
Good. If there are no other questions, I will be going over a couple more details and I will let you all know if I receive any new messages from Imperial Command.
All right.
thank you.
Yeah, she'll now take her leave. If there's any conversations or anyone you want to do.
Is it just me, or am I the only one surprised that everyone has a super weapon? I don't think I've ever heard of that. This type of. I don't think we've ever heard of like super weapons in this capacity before, right, Grunt? Like we don't have a.
Well, you can. I mean, the Ascended Spirit, you would have heard about this because it was like a
Ah.
powerful like warship used during the war. But no, the other one was a bit of an unknown.
listen, Mer will just say the Emperor is a millennia old. He had a lot of time to go around and looking. I don't think he spent his entire time just cooped up on Zakuul. When you
True,
live
true.
when you live 1,000 years and you're a powerful force eater, you can have a lot of time to perform archaeology.
Oh, I guess he wasn't bluffing when he was saying he was gonna do everything he can.
Plus, he also has access to whatever is in wild space. Lots of forgotten stuff in there.
Yeah, old tech, powerful tech, reinvented tech. Who knows? Okay, we got this then.
Listen, we'll work through this together.
Yeah, she nods as she looks at the other two.
Yeah, one big fuck off doomsday weapon at a time.
As Farron said, now we at least they can't reproduce.
Grant stepped out. That's why. Okay.
Yeah, he'll be happy.
I'm looking at the history.
I hate their cotton. I hate them so much.
I hate their crap. They did play with gigastructural engineering. That's a lot.
Their cotton do basically prove Kira in KOTOR 2 completely right, because literally the first force-sensitive race ever, the huge assholes which literally created everything bad in Star Wars.
I'm literally reading the Wikipedia, but like, oh my god, I've never heard of these before. What
Like,
the fuck?
unironically, that's the whole thing about their cotton. They were the first guys with the force, and they immediately used it to fuck on everyone else.
They apparently genocided some people.
They're evil. Anyway, Grunt's back.
Oh, hello.
So, is there anything else? You are making your way towards the southern part of the galaxy. Take a while to get to those regions, like fucking or so.
No, nothing I can think of for Tula right now.
I think Mossie's pretty good.
Nomura was also good.
About like a weekend. Once well actually HK will gather you three separate room alone. They
was about to say, damn, HK is surprisingly contemplative right now.
You thought.
No, secret orders are about to be given out.
Yeah. Statement. There is a secondary objective. Your future mission. Or rather, clarification. There is a hidden purpose to your mission. One that
And that
should
would be?
that should be kept hidden from the Sith. Designation alias Luke wants to destroy the ship. Considers it too dangerous to be left alive, as it mostly provides advantages for powerful Force users, which the Emperor considers it a waste of time to try and use it for ourselves. Seth Meatbag must not learn about this. None of them should learn about this.
Okay.
Which means when other Meatbag joins all of you, you will have to ensure that the mission succeeds barely and collapse the ship yourselves.
Okay. Destroying a super weapon, but just make it look good enough that no one asks too many questions.
Correct.
Okay.
All right.
As couple of days after that, there'll be a transmission as you're all gathered in the command deck again, as Hess pulls up the galaxy map and well, there's news apparently. There's a fleet amassing near Belsavis, and sounds like the Emperor wants to strike there. The Republic has signaled us that they will engage with them. Yuma, she looks at Anna and says, I presume General Mar is gonna let us engage with her as well? As Beniko will nod along. You are correct. You may proceed. There's to the rest of you. This is actually a good opportunity. With both the Republic and the Separatists engaging Descendant Spear, have more opportunities to take it over. It'll make our job much easier.
That's good. So what's the actual, what is the plan of engagement?
Well, hopefully this phantom ship of yours is good enough, as I've been told. Yes, it's kind of cuts her off. You mean the best? If the best ship cannot sneak itself on board, well then, Miss Pilot, I'm afraid nothing can. Says Shrug, says, I can get you on board. After that, it's your problem. Lana sort of gestures for that. Says, seems our pilot has that part figured out. As you all know from the last mission what Hess's engagement plan is.
Yeah.
Will crashing into the ship be a good idea at the very least, since, it's a force-sensitive one?
Lana sort of blinks a couple of times, says, crashing into the ship?
Sorry, parking with style.
Hess kind of like shrugs and says,
Yep.
don't worry about it. As she looks at you, Marcy, and points to the blaster nearby.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to have a repeat of that. That was the only way off Zakuul. That's Marcy's just gonna say that, trying to make it sound like that was the joke.
Give me a speech roll, it's only a basic difficulty.
Yep, speech, basic.
Lana looks a bit concerned, the whole nod and please take this a bit more seriously, will you? Quite important. She's kind of like,
Sorry. Usually, I'm trying to get them to save the jokes for after the mission.
that is the wise idea. She's gonna take her leave of the command deck, and Hess kind of like mumbles, nobody fucking understand? Like, fucking, holy shit. Just fucking, Miru, now you too? She kind of glances at you, Tula.
I'll keep my comments to myself. Sorry I brought it up.
You understand that these people are not our friends, right?
Yeah, I'm fully aware.
Of course we're crashing the shit.
Didn't really answer my question. Is that a good idea with a force-sensitive ship, or whatever the hell it is?
So I kind of looks at HK. We tell them about prize.
If you mean HK telling us about the fact that we're not actually commandeering the ship, we're just crashing it.
Oh no, I don't mean about that. I mean
How big of a bomb did HK build?
that's the good part. Technically not a bomb, but the ship has a weird configuration about it, right?
Yeah.
So in my mind, if it's used, there's a lot of like force users using like controls and whatnot. I have to throw something at it that will react the force.
Yeah.
Now let's just say we got a nice big fuck off kyber crystal. Too big for a lightsaber, not big enough for a bomb.
All right.
That'll be our entry.
I'm excited to see it in action.
Be like miles and nods. You can give me a no roll if anyone wants to. It's only like a basic. Yeah, like the point is that they wouldn't detect this as a bomb, their sensors, because it has nothing, not like not doesn't have like an ignition mechanism, like fuel, nothing, just fucking a big fuck off kyber crystal that then is just gonna fucking like implode.
Dark Mex is playing again with fucking crystals. God damn it.
As yeah, no, and not sure there's anything else you would like to do before you arrive at your destination.
Two is good.
No, Mossy's good.
Mirror's also good.
As you arrive, just sort of like dock at the space station, the last jump point for arriving near Belsavis. Apparently, this battle probably will take place as listen. Belsavis, as you all know, holds a lot of imperial prisoners that the Emperor might want to in case the war, well, pretty much has escalated it. As the ship pad sort of opens, you see this like tall man kind of draped in a long cloak. As he walks onto the ship, as Lana will be there to, all of you will be there to greet him. Well, it's been a while. You all feel the presence and recognize the silhouette of Darth Malgus. His heavy footsteps. He walks onto your ship.
August?
You can hear his voice through the respirator. You are the strike force Mar has promised. Agents of
As
the
we are.
Republic. Let's see if you are all that they said you were.
Smossy will say, I hope that I neither disappoint or am disappointed.
Nods. Don't continue moving deeper into the ship. Luckily for us, as I keep asking by Alana, will say, luckily for us, it's not the biggest stalker.
He does seem to be a man of action.
As well, you met Malgus walking onto the ship, saying the equivalent of like, we'll see how good you are, and then walking by. As resupply, refuel, and then head over. As about a couple of hours later, you'll get notification that the Sith fleet has engaged the Republic and the Separatists near Belsavis. As well, you all have to get ready. And the next thing you know, the jump out of hyperspace happens as you are greeted with the massive space fleet, as many destroyers and cruisers and other types of ships engage each other. As you see on the scanners, the massive presence of the Ascendant here, ship that dwarfs everything else on the battlefield as its massive cannons and lasers tear through the Republic like they're nothing.